Manchester City throw again. Home advantage for Arsenal today. Perhaps that tilts some of the balance in their favour in the win probability computer. Manchester City will be doing their best to turn those percentages in their favour as the afternoon progresses. Timber does well against Haaland. Calafiori. Gabriel, who has scored against Manchester City in each of the last 2 seasons, the Brazilian defender. Nicely done by Calafiori to Leandro Trossard, who is starting the game for the first time this campaign. Pursued by Khrushchev, a fair challenge from the Uzbek defender.
Not only aggressive, Connor, very quick as well, Khrushchev. As Leandro Trossard, just down a yard of space, just 10 yards inside City's territory there, but Khrushchev put his foot to the floor and recovered very well.
Leandro Trossard, you might remember, was sent off against Manchester City in the Etihad last season. Dismissed just before half-time in that game. Calafiori neat and tidy, back to Saliba. Marino. Calafiori. Bright sunshine in North London today, blue skies overhead. Zubimendi. Marino.
Yep, nice patient play from Arsenal. Able to play under pressure in those tight areas. You have to. Against the best teams, you expect pressure.
Last season, the games between these two are high scoring. 10 goals across the 2 matches, home and away. Trossard. Arsenal dominating possession in the early stages.
Gets it wrong, he could easily hand somebody a chance, so just get rid of it.
Trossard. Pressure from Walter. Down goes Trossard, no foul.
one wider on the right, Bernardo Silva a little bit in there alongside. I think Rodri and Reinders, just to make sure they've got enough there. And they can both switch, we know that.
Arsenal fans enjoyed the slight bit of discomfort that Donnarumma was made to feel there.
It's always been that question mark with Donnarumma. Listen, his hands, there's no doubt he's as good as anything there is anywhere in the world. Just sometimes with his feet he can be a little careless and clumsy. That's why you saw that pressure.
Calafiori straight to Reinders. Subimendi gets it back for Arsenal. This is Foden. Haaland. Reinders 2-on-2 with Doku to his left. Look at the run from Haaland to the right to Johnny Reinders. And he gives it to the Norwegian. And Erling Haaland gives Manchester City the lead with their first shot of the game.
What a great run that is.
5 goals now in 7 Premier League appearances against Arsenal for Erling Haaland. What a perfect start for Pep Guardiola.
Brilliant. I said last week about the performance he gave against United, and I thought it was top draw. Not just his goals, but his effort, his work rate, his willingness to do what we've just witnessed here. And that is run at full tilt, top speed. As soon as he relieves that ball there, watch him just sprint away from the red shirt. Now, Reinders has only got to pick the right ball. He does exactly that. And again, the mood he's in, the zone he's in, the frame of mind right now just suggests Erling Haaland is not going to miss when he's one-on-one. And that is another wonderful goal.
Erling Haaland, who scored home and away against Arsenal last season, but City did not win either game. That is Premier League goal number 6 of this campaign already for Manchester City's number 9.
Question marks definitely, Connor, on the reaction from the red and white shirts. Once Erling Haaland just wriggled out of that tight gap, then all of a sudden people have got to switch on quicker. He's run from inside his own half, totally unchecked.
So the early goal for the visitors in this fixture last season, it was Arsenal who scored first. Martin Odegaard with a very early goal that day, and Arsenal went on to win 5-1 because of Erling Haaland's strike there. Arsenal are going to have to come from behind if they're going to get a victory today. Scored his 50th Champions League goal in midweek. Erling Haaland, 50 goals in just 49 games. A new record in that competition.
That was similar, Connor, wasn't it, to the one against United last week when he just burst through the middle. And United were pushing to try and get back in the game, but he focused.
He's not one of the last 4 Premier League games without a win against any opponent in his managerial career. Nothing fancy from David Raya as he succeeds in safely dispatching the ball away. 1 chance, 1 goal, and a very important one for Erling Haaland. Reinders, who provided the assist for the goal, taken off him by Marino.
Just rattled them, of course he has. And understandably, because they'd had all the possession and they looked pretty comfortable in the game. If you thought any team might produce something, you'd think it was the Gunners, but one little half a chance, just one little.
Subimendi in ahead of Reinders. Declan Rice trying to help out. City aggressive though. Saliba to Madueke. High pace and tempo to the game now at the moment. Foden. Arsenal who finished last season 3 points ahead of City in the table. Arsenal who started today 3 points ahead of City in the table. Kushnov. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz. Arsenal fans beginning to regain the volume in their voices now after being stunned by that Erling Haaland opener. Bernardo Silva. Kushnov. Stopped by Gabriel. Kushnov is the City player who has gone down. For the moment, Pep Guardiola's team play on with 10 men. We believe that Kushnov's foot was trod on, but the VAR has already looked at this. They deem it to be accidental. There'll be no further action, but here's what's happened to Kadir Kushnov.
I think he's, just stood on his foot there, which can be painful, but hopefully Kushnov is able to recover. But brilliant work for the goal. Look at the run. Look at the run, the way that he's head down. I mean, he's just flown past Gabriel. Now, whether or not he was a bit slow in reacting the centre half initially, when Haaland gave that ball to Reinders, maybe that was the case, but I tell you, that's a brilliant run. And again, even on his right foot, just know he's going to score.
13 goals this season now for club and country for Erling Haaland. Reinders, who had the perfect weight on the pass. One attempt, one goal for Manchester City to have them in front here.
Yeah, and only 23% of the ball so far. It doesn't matter, because crucially, they now have a lead. And that will just frustrate, particularly when the game stops as it is at the moment. It just unsettles and frustrates the home fans. But, do you know, for a long time, Conor, I've always wanted to see Haaland used a little bit more like we've seen for that goal there. Because he's so powerful and so quick. So often he's on the 18-yard box, he's on the line, and he's looking for something incredibly dangerous from much, much further back if City can find him and release him as they did.
John Stones, who we saw there, has scored against Arsenal in 2 of the last 3 seasons. His equaliser at the Etihad last season came in the 98th minute for John Stones. Kushnov back up at his feet and awaiting allowance to come back onto the field. Now started 3 Premier League games in a row. Kadir Kushnov. That 9th-minute goal scored by Erling Haaland, the earliest that Arsenal conceded in the Premier League in 12 months. Calafiori, Arsenal looking for a response now. Kushnov back on the field, City back to 11. Weeek. Timber. Kept his eye on the ball, Nico O'Reilly. Arsenal get what is usually so potent for them, a corner.
Correct. And they produce something that we've seen many times from this particular Arsenal team. They clearly do an awful lot of work at these set plays and how they could do with getting themselves back in this game.
Both goals that Martin Zubimendi scored against Nottingham Forest last weekend came from set pieces. This is one of Arsenal's real strengths. Dinked in by Weeek, met by Nico O'Reilly. Second opportunity for Donny Weeek. He's played it off Foden, and the ball didn't go over the line. No corner for Arsenal.
Well played, Bill Foden. Kept going. Looked like it was going to go out for another corner, but just managed to keep it in. As ever with those Arsenal corners, got to get the delivery right. Weeek, that one there was a little bit short. They were looking for that little flick towards the near post.
Too long from Saliba. last time Arsenal went behind in a Premier League game and conceded the first goal and then went on to win it was when they came back against Tottenham Hotspur back in January. Still a long, long way to go here. Donnarumma to Doku. Rodri. Trossard trying to get it away from Foden. City hold on to possession. Good work again from Trossard, but the throw-in will be for Manchester City. Good pressure from Mikel Merino on Guardiola. Couldn't do well to keep this in play. Timber is able to cut it out. Merino. Reinders bounces. City set the trap. Arsenal fell into it. This is Reinders. Kept it all, but slid it right out.
Wow, City go one more to Duffy there.
Colliding with Erling Haaland. Arsenal fans paying for further sanction there. Referee says play on. Weeek beats O'Reilly to the byline. Good positioning from Rodri, however.
It's great play from Ronnie Madueke, that. And he'd like to think that someone would have been a bit closer.
Manchester City, who lost 2 of their opening 3 Premier League games this season. First time that had happened in over 20 years. But the Manchester Derby win last weekend showed a City team that appears to be back on track, and they were good in Europe in midweek too. Good start today for Pep Guardiola's team. Arsenal who've conceded. Gyökeres, quiet start to the game for him. There's Trossard, outpaced by Khrushchev.
It's like having Kyle Walker banging a right-back slot, isn't it? You've got someone like Khrushchev there, he's so fast.
Reinders does well against Gyökeres. Smuggles it to Doku's leg to the turn. He's had a good week. Goal against Napoli, 2 assists last Sunday in the derby. Offside flag raised. A free kick to Manchester City. To Gyökeres, who scored a hat-trick. As you can see, Mikel Arteta's team yet to have a shot today.
Yeah, that's something that they've got to rectify pretty quickly. I like to see Arsenal when they're squeezing and putting more of a threat on rather than just sitting off, particularly a team like City, so comfortable in possession. Saw moments ago, you can hear the crowd really get behind their team when they need more of that. You have to be prepared to risk a little bit. And that's where, when you've got someone like Haaland working for you, you have to be so careful.
Well, Mikel Merino gives Arsenal a free kick midway through the first half here at the Emirates Stadium. Usually when Manchester City score early, they make the most of it. It tends to bring the best out of them. We've got to go back over 4 years now for the last time that City scored within the first 10 minutes of a Premier League game and ended up losing it. Only just stopped by Timber, who's made the most tackles of all players in the game so far. Jack Reinders has stayed down after that tackle. No obligation for the referee to hold the game here, but he's satisfied that Reinders seemed to stress that merits the game being held up here.
Just felt that he got his ankles wrapped there by Timber. been the case just there. However, play on, play on. No need to stop the game. It's very sporting, and I respect that. But I sense the crowd's frustration there. The referee has the ability to stop the game if he feels that Reinders needs it desperately enough. Just keep going, keep playing.
Declan Rice. Calafiore. Arsenal still looking for rhythm of the game. Another misplaced pass. Bernardo Silva. Headed down by Marino. Goes straight to Foden. He's dealt with by Calafiore. Now Trossard. Both teams struggling to hold on to possession at the moment. Rice to Calafiore. Ducres. Trossard. Calafiore. And that's an Arsenal corner, this time from the left-hand side. Chance for Declan Rice to swing an in-swinger here.
He's the one that you feel is a little more reliable with the delivery. Wish I'd said that, Colin. Give people a chance. You can never guarantee you're going to drop it absolutely on a sixpence for anybody. You've just got to give people an opportunity to get in there after it.
Dealt with it.
Sign of a man, Donnarumma. So when he leaps and punches, there's not going to be anybody able to really get anywhere near that. Put enough on it.
In the absence of Odegaard, Madueke on duty for the corners on this side. Rodri's forehead greets it. This is Foden. O'Reilly beaten by Marino. Madueke did ever so well to keep that in play. Taking on O'Reilly, survives the stumble. Really good for Ronnie Madueke. Bernardo Silva alert in front of Calafiore.
Terrific win play from Ronnie Madueke. He's been excellent recently for Arsenal. I tell you, it did well to even keep that in, and then from there to get to the byline, to this position. It's wonderful work. Again, others. If Calafiore's going to go, then go. Go all the way. Get in the box.
Madueke's been the one, creating the chances, causing a bit of chaos. Launched in by Declan Rice. Headed down by O'Reilly. Up and away by Phil Foden. Julian Timber, who got 2 goals to the win over Leeds United last month. In the Premier League in the summer transfer window. Riches spent on recruitment. Now they want the return on those investments. Time again, Arsenal search for Madueke. This time he's not able to keep it in play. You might sort of recognise in the environment around the stadium plenty noise. Most of it greeting for the first time. Bukayo Saka going for a warm-up jog, and Arsenal fans surprised and very pleased to see him in the matchday squad today.
Yeah, let's hope he's absolutely right. And what a lovely option for Mikel Arteta today. His bench, it's a very powerful looking collection of players he has there. He's got Eze, he's got Martinelli, he's got Wanyeri, he's got Lewis Skelly, Ben White, as well as Bukayo Saka. I mean, he's got some power there.
Mikel Arteta, who has a choice and a variety now for his team selections. Listen in on his press conferences, he speaks of starters and finishers, the substitutes who could come on for a strong end to the game. And Arsenal hoping that increased depth in the squad could be the difference between the near misses of recent seasons and maybe a sustained title push this time round. But they're already up against it here today with half an hour played at the Emirates.
They've had plenty of the ball, haven't they? They've got to the byline and they've had a few corners and they've applied a bit of pressure, but we've not really seen Donnarumma tested. And they find themselves one down, so the old rules still apply. Keep playing, keep passing, keep moving. Do it a little bit quicker if you can. When you get the opportunity to deliver something in the box or take a strike from the edge of the box, get your head down, do it.
Deep position for Trossard. Saliba. Timber. Zubimendi. Calafiore's the target here. Foden covering for City. It will be an Arsenal throw, despite the appeals of Phil Foden there. Ricardo Calafiori, who scored against Manchester City this month last season, and what was his first Premier League start for Arsenal. This time he's going to try and create something for one of his colleagues here. Propelled in by the Italian. As they were pushing Gabriel in the penalty area, Haaland appeared to be the closest. The referee will be watching in the background here. What happened between Erling Haaland and Gabriel?
You can see Haaland is trying to bump him and go after him. Just have a look at this point. I mean, I tell you, you've got to be very, very careful. There's two hands in the middle of his back. They rarely get given those.
I think an assistant referee today is Javin Gillett. He's had a look at those replays and decided not enough to merit a penalty kick.
If it's a pull of a shirt, then obviously we see them getting pulled up now. But that one, for some reason, when there's two hands in the back, it's not just that one there from Haaland. I've seen it. Most games I've been out, I think, this season with you, Connor. You often see something similar to that, but they just don't seem to get given.
Shepherded out by Calafiori.
The one thing Arsenal have lacked is an Odegaard in that sort of 10 position, floating around, being a bit of a nuisance, picking up good little positions. Marino will always work hard, backhand front, and will always try and do his best. Rice and Zubimendi have their jobs. They could just do with that extra little dynamic just in behind Rodri, floating around just in behind him, a problem. Haven't really had to deal with that yet, City.
Here's Timber. Weeek. He tried to flick the header a few moments ago. That will count as Arsenal's first attempt of the game. Here's Gabriel. He's tempted with the thought of a shot there, but couldn't quite back himself from that distance. This is Zubimendi. City tried to squeeze out just a little. Arsenal forced to retreat.
Emre Eze, Mikel Arteta has that player, not without the services of Odegaard, we know that at the moment, but Eze could certainly be that problem for City in that position. Should the Arsenal boss want to change it?
Just over 10 minutes remaining of normal time in the first half in North London. Here's Saliba. Started the first 3 Premier League games of this season before that injury against Liverpool. Calafiori. Declan Rice. Gabriel. Pressure from Bernardo Silva. Forced to rush to clearance of the Brazilian. Bernardo Silva's caught Gabriel a second time. And that is the first yellow card of the afternoon for Manchester City's Bernardo Silva. So 2 collisions between the pair there.
Yeah, a bit unnecessary that one from Bernardo Silva. I don't quite understand why. I mean, there was that coming together there. I mean, look, he's only trying to scoop it back. It is a foul. It's not a particularly vicious one or nasty one. In fact, he hardly even flicks his foot towards Gabriel. Now he's just got to be sensible. Saw Casemiro, didn't we, yesterday on a yellow card, right at half-time, and necessarily get another one and left the field. Thankfully, his team managed to get through that one, but this sort of game today, one that you can tell is very tight, you can't afford to go down to 10. You've got to keep your head.
Nico O'Reilly does well in the air. Fans wondering if that might have gone out of play, but the assistant was right beside it. All of the ball must be over all of the line. Here's Declan Rice. Jimbo. Zubimendi. Still trying to impose themselves, still trying to get on the front foot here.
Yeah, look at that possession, but how many times have they worked on a rumor? I think they have they, in that spell? Tons of the ball, but City are happy with the lead. City are happy to let them have it. And they're just looking to turn it over and break really, really fast and quickly.
Zubimendi asking an awful lot of Trossard here. Kusanov was very dangerous. Donnarumma survives. It's about as sloppy as City have been today.
Yeah, he wasn't sure there, the goalkeeper at all, was he? That one was a little bit short, that ball back.
To take it on himself. Is there the angle? Rodri, who scored home and away against Arsenal 4 seasons ago.
And it's exactly this sort of situation that City are looking for. Arsenal pouring men forward. They serve it forward pretty direct. I think Doku just has to deliver that earlier in the end. Just runs into a little bit of trouble, goes back. It's a poor effort from Rodri.
Haaland clattered into from the half-back. Gabriel. Gabriel, who was sent off by today's referee Stuart Atwell against Manchester City 4 seasons ago. That was a game that Arsenal lost 2-1 that day. Saka and Eze no doubt itching to get involved in this.
I think, honestly, it's absolutely right and ready for Eze to come on, in particular at half-time. Trossard can play in that little role in behind Gyökeres, I know that, so therefore I could bring Saka on maybe and switch Madueke, but I just think in this sort of situation the minutes are ticking away and Mourinho will always do a really good job for the team, of that there is no doubt, but when you're chasing a game you need something that's going to give you a little bit, I think something more. Maybe it is the right opportunity at half-time for the coach to do that.
City, who've had one big chance and have been able to take it, still yet to create a big opportunity. Duike to Marino, now Calafiori. Zubimendi's outside. Guardiola, Odioson's Madueke, who cannot keep it down. Better from Arsenal.
Much better. Great play there, lovely football. Marino starts it, then rolled it out to the left towards Calafiori. Lovely run from Zubimendi. It's a teasing ball, he stands up. Difficult to get distance on the clearance. Just as Madueke is about to hit that, the white blue shirt is able to get a foot in and send it out for a corner on that far side.
Arsenal have had 2 attempts, both of them now from Noni Madueke. Arsenal's 4th corner of the afternoon, just over 4 minutes remaining of normal time in this first half. Saliba on the goal line. Donnarumma punches again, no distance on it this time, and Saliba couldn't get it into the net.
Yeah, not one of his best punches, but he made first contact. He used the punch.
Gianluigi Donnarumma, who played against Arsenal in the Champions League semi-final last season, you might remember, for Paris Saint-Germain. Taking his time with this kick to the ire of the Arsenal fans today. Haaland. Duffy contained by William Saliba. Originally, the quite a pumped-up team talk at half-time for Mikel Arteta. He's got those steely eyes.
Yeah, certainly will. Look, it'll be more of the same. Keep patient. Don't listen to the crowd. You have to try and keep the ball and shut that noise out, but a little bit more impact at the top of the field. They've got to create something better.
Given away by Bernardo Silva. This is Timber. Rangers trying desperately to keep up with him. Kushnerov, he knew it needed a very delicate glance.
Great ball in.
Declan Rice to Trossard. Diaz in front of Donnarumma. Manchester City defenders still getting used to playing with a new goalkeeper. Still hoping for a strong finish to this first half. Offside flag is raised, but City have possession anyway. And then when they don't do anything with it, it comes back for the offside free kick. Just a little crossfire moment between Ruben Diaz and Gianluigi Donnarumma there.
Love that. That's a really classy ball in that, and that deserves somebody trying to get closer and get on the end of that. Not sure where Gyökeres' initial starting position was there, but you've got to recognise when someone's just going to wrap their foot round it and put it into that 6-yard area. If you're a centre forward, you've got to get in there.
Still improving in terms of their attacking threat, but it's City who still lead. Fresh. Marino to Madueke. O'Reilly timed his moment well. This is Timber. Madueke again. It's a constant threat on this right-hand side. That's a lovely turn. Flying Donnarumma. Straight to Calafiori. Excellent control, but he just couldn't keep the shot down. Arsenal are getting better and closer.
Yeah, really good pressure. Lovely football all round that. Started with Marino winning the ball nicely and eventually comes out to Madueke here. He gets this one back. Clever ball from Timber. And just watch the goalkeeper. As soon as he sees that anywhere around that 6-yard area, he's coming for it. That's what you want to see as a defender. Nothing worse than seeing your goalie rooted to the line there.
Zubimendi off Marino. This is Declan Rice. Trossard. You know, just to put in context how similar a level that these two teams have played over the last few seasons, how a sort of neck and neck it's been between them. If you were to combine the league tables over the last 4 years, there would only be 1 point between Arsenal and Manchester City, and yet, in that period, Arsenal haven't won any major trophy, and Manchester City have won 6. Madueke, good awareness, knew exactly where Timber was. He wants it back, Madueke. This is Marino, however. Now Madueke. And he tried to find the spot at the front post, but Donnarumma controlled it really well. That's his best save today so far.
Excellent Madueke. I think Arsenal's best player has been terrific. Every time he's got it, he's tried to make something happen. Great hands, great stop, great presence at the near post on Donnarumma. It takes some special effort to get it beyond him there.
There's no doubt Arsenal started this first half slowly, but they are up to speed now. To 4 minutes being added on for stoppages ahead of the break. Another opportunity for Madueke. Zubimendi. Gabriel at the far stick. Arsenal stay out of it. Zubimendi. Can't get it to Madueke often enough at the moment. Just a little too fancy there. Deku. Madueke. Now, who did the last touch go off there? It's going to be a goal kick. City, who have won 2, lost 2 of their 4 Premier League games today, before the season, before today. So 6 points so far. Guardiola's lowest return from the opening 4 league matches of a new campaign since arriving in England. Reinders, provider of the assist for Haaland's goal. Trossard, who was obviously had a bit of a problem. Bernardo Silva came over to him. Well, another look at exactly what's happened here.
Yeah, I saw Leandro Trossard just stretching off. It looks like he was feeling maybe a bit of a tight calf or something like that. And then the ball seemed to hit him, and he took umbrage at that and threw it at Bernardo Silva. All a bit unnecessary and a bit silly, if you want my honest opinion on it. I hope the referee just tells everybody to get on with it and calm down a bit.
If you give to something, give him to
There's plenty fiery tempers when these two collide. Jared Gillen, the video assistant referee today, helped out by Ian Husson. Looking at replays of what happened. But there is not going to be any change there. They're just going to get on with this here. They decided there was no further case to answer. So Trossard recovering from that. Bernardo Silva comes over. Throws the ball. So play will resume. No caution for either of them.
Yeah, I think that's good play from the referee. Common sense applied there. Let's just get on with it.
Continue to finish this first half strongly. Madueke up against O'Reilly. Good work for the young defender. Excellent. Haaland with Saliba for company. It's been all action for Erling Haaland when he's been on the ball today. Manchester City get the throw.
Excellent play from Nico O'Reilly there under pressure from Madueke. He knows he's been running at him pretty much every time he's got the ball. Really good defensive play that from the young man. With literally seconds left to play. Vital that he did so too. Whoever doing that, he's throwing.
Timber towards Marino. Last chance of the first half, perhaps. Doku. Against Timber. And it goes off Madueke, and there won't be time for any more. City thought they were going to get a corner. It is half-time, and the goal after 9 minutes, scored by Manchester City's number 9, has Pep Guardiola on cloud 9. Arsenal improved us at first half, and they kicked off in the second period with Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1.
Obviously, scored for 2 using the Arsenal captain and the referee emphasised that he is the difference. Arsenal began the first time at half-time. This is trailing by a goal. Of course, Joe Murray and Whitey all the way. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1. That early goal inside the first 10 minutes. It is City career first goal against Arsenal. It's Arsenal for early Haaland. And he is the difference. For City.
Ouais.
10 years ago, alongside teammates in their
We need to score right now.
Real composure needed. I'm surprised they haven't had another look at this. It's the softest of penalties, but is it the lifeline Arsene wants it? It's Mehdi. It's into the roof of the net. Moments of light in dramatic fashion. Arsenal slouching. The opposite defeat. Looking through the lights. It's Mehdi. Mercy. Is the hand to deny? He said he'd love to go and watch. Has driven the knife in. Since half of this season is over.
Italian, bro. He's Italian. What a shot by Ezra there. It's that went in. This is better than people. Now we need to score. If we score now,
We're going to be there getting space.
خلاص بان مدريد جديد وبتذكر كمان Martins. Oh, she's Helen to go. Chance. Bro, I'm banned, bro. 8 on. Too short. See what Gabriel is. Essa aí fala. Get the ball. Go. Sure, yeah, man. Half
Tested them out. Yes. It's a yellow card. Races you up.
A winning goal against Arsenal in the FA Cup a few seasons back. We believe that recent career certainly was close to that opportunity where
deep, come on, deep. Này don't down. On. Right down. Ada yang mau itu. Drop this file.
Adjust and make sure they communicate and get to grips with the way they're shaping up.
That was the area challenge to your interview, which prompted this reaction from Pep Guardiola. And what he said there, he's losing on when he showed the yellow card. It's just a lead.
Where Strong, man.
Yeah. He's improved. Martinelli has to come in. Like now. Yeah, real. Right now. Can you make a Martinelli sub, man?
And they can't mistake to give Saka a red, eh? They can't.
He's playing this now. He's playing this now.
It's clear as day, man.
Yes,
Pushing the heroes. One man's in front.
What's happening?
Chef is taking a piece.
Challenges coming in now. Stuart was giving as much chance as he can to let the game go. It's always better for him than they do.
Lost to difficulty. Still good for Manchester City now to do some more than talking next weekend. I think they're really happy to stay on the win here. Still 60 minutes to play. Plus the touches, of course, is to be ending. Timber. Saka. Just to give you something over the next space.
Yeah. That's right now. Just not quite enough pace on the cross, really. Otherwise, it's just sort of leaning into it, just disturbing a bit. Without that pace, it's really easy, really long text on the road.
Yo, 6 defenders. You see what we done? Fuck the bus for real. Haaland just did. But for real, man. Like,
Took too long about the restart of the game today. He's been struggling at the times.
that's to bring Martinelli on in 80 minutes. Bro.
He wants to lead the line for City. And they'll try to 4-1 now. Just going to bank up and just continue to frustrate Arsenal. Desperately trying to find solutions just to come and knock that goal at the minute.
Just before the end of the day.
Before if you lost, it was a record, right? Back again. That's the thing about it. Once the defenders look at Marcus
Because I think he wants to just mark Roland. Martinez. Who's number 4? Timber. Oh, damn, for real. Everything. Sabe more Sabe more. One time.
Sei, estou a ver.
It's not just like doom. And there's a fool.
Tactic is trying to waste time, so I don't have to. He was bullying my character just now.
Yeah?
Just before there to be introduced to the way.
Something can happen last minute.
Some of them are slow.
Come on.
Off time.
Still alive, referee. Nico Gonzalez, just the leading of all the Lions.
Simone, man. I was waiting for him to continue moving this far.
Come on, that's how it's
What? The Brazilian. Down. Down.
That was
I'm so relieved, man.
That's so good.
One second.
Very, not Venetian. Catch it? Anyway. Man, Brazilian, only Brazilians can do that. Don't shock. One more go. One more go. It's not too late.
I don't even know why these guys are back to back.
Martinelli wants being on bench again. You want to be on bench again.
So it's not really
So you can check that one. Owns one more goal. These ones have no attackers. Let's go. Call my phone. Call my phone and the game is over. You bitch ass nigga. Oh, this goal, man. One more Bro, you don't have no offensive players right now. You don't drop that on. Bro, the counter is about to hit you. But you on, man. But this ref. Yeah, real. Oh, that finish was crazy. Yeah, like
to allow him to
On the joy is not enough, man. The counter, please. But getting blood, man. You own. It's counter. 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 But let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Martinelli. Let's go. Pass this. Ah! Nice. One more. One more attack. Let's go. Yeah, no. Let's go on. Let's go. Easy. You don't mean not to attack, bro. There's no alarm.
There's no attack. This guy just knows what to do.
This stress is on some shit, bro.
I want to stop the funny scrum. So just
But why? Why, man?
Who's
the 60? Who? So that is okay for you. I'd come in. At your Count. No count. You pass to your keeper. This ref is Chelsea, boy.
Just pass it.
It's a joke,
This was a funny game, man.
1 point. So this means the event won us in 5 games.
What?
The event won us in 5 games.
5 games. You didn't even have